you? So, let me just start by saying thank you for joining us. My name is Samantha Whitaker. I am the owner of Fancy Face Skin Clinics in the Cayman Islands. And we are a carrier of the AlumierMD brand. And so we wanted to kind of introduce everyone on the island a little bit more to Alumier. And so Jessica Cooper, who is the clinical educator at Alumier, was so gracious enough to join us and to be able to host this live so we can kind of educate everybody a bit more on what's happening. So before we dive in, Jess, I just want to take a moment to introduce my team member, Tracy, who is our lead esthetician. Tracy, say hi to everyone.
Hi. Hi, Tracy.
So yeah, let's just dive in and start with, how about you giving us a brief intro about AlumierMD?
I'd be happy to. Thank you. So AlumierMD, there might be a little bit of a lag here, guys. If it looks like we're talking over each other, I promise we're not. There's just a little bit of a lag sometimes. But AlumierMD is a corrective line that is physician dispensed, and it is clean, it's corrective. So clean really is not a regulated term in this industry. So what clean means is that to us, it means that it's free from parabens, phthalates, sulfates, artificial dyes, artificial fragrances, free of chemical sunscreen filters, which I know in the islands, you guys are going to appreciate that, because those chemical sunscreen filters can really interfere with the reefs, bleaches them out. So we're free of all that. So, and of course, it's life-changing. It's very corrective. You can really address any skin concern that you may have. So there's a nice short and sweet of AlumierMD.
Perfect. And in addition to, it being just a great brand, I wanted to share with everyone who is viewing that we will be giving away an Alumier kit, which has 6 essential products that I'm sure everyone is going to love. So stay tuned, keep watching, learn a bit more, and you will have the chance to win this great giveaway. You just have to be present on the island, and you just have to continue watching until the very end. So let's just dive right in then, because this whole live was really supposed to be talking about the benefits of medical grade skincare versus over-the-counter skincare. So what are the benefits of medical grade over-the-counter products?
That is a great question, and that's actually one that I get pretty frequently. So the easiest way to understand this is over-the-counter skincare requires no oversight, no regulation, no one telling you how to use it, right? So if it requires no one kind of overseeing your treatment, then how life-changing can it be? How corrective can it be? Where medical grade skincare requires someone who's highly trained in how to recommend the products, such as yourself. So you know the ins and outs of it, really understanding how to hyper customize the regimen for that person based off their unique needs, goals, lifestyle, commitment level. And it is life-changing. It really can drive changes within the skin. So that is going to be the big difference between the two. Do you want to see changes? Do you want results or not?
Yeah. So changes are great, but what if somebody's just so gung-ho about, like, they're like, oh, my over-the-counter pharmacy brand products has worked for me. Why should someone consider switching to medical grade products if they feel like their drugstore products work for them?
It's another good question. So first I would ask that person, what are your skincare goals? What are your goals? What are your concerns? Is it aging? Is it discoloration? Is it redness? What are your goals? What are your concerns? After they answer that, then I'm going to ask, how long have they been using those over-the-counter products? 1 year? 2 years? I would hope after 2 years of use, it should have corrected the goal right now. It should have corrected the problem by now. So there's kind of the proof. You may like how it feels. You may like what it smells like. But if it's not checking off the list on your goal list or your concerns, then it's not working for you. It's not addressing this. So let's put your time, your energy, and your investment towards something that can. So if you don't have any concerns, if you don't have any goals, then sure, keep using what you're using. But chances are that's not going to happen. Chances are there's something you want to change. There's something you want to correct. And what you're using isn't achieving it, or it would have done it by now.
Great answer. So good to know. How can investing in medical grade skincare actually save someone money?
Oh, that's another good one because you have to look at the big
I'm full of
picture here.
them.
So if you have great ones, so think about if you don't do anything, right? If you're not driving changes, you're not preventing, then the correction cost is going to increase, right?
Yeah.
Being proactive and preventing things from progressing and getting worse or getting things under control early on, which medical grade skincare can, AlumierMD can, then there's less chances of you having to do something more extreme down the road when you're at your wits end going, okay, now this is out of control. Now I've got to spend all this money to do all these procedures that may require extended downtime or a higher ticket price to go with it. So that's usually going to be probably the best reason too. It's going to
Yeah.
save you money in the long run if you take those preventative measures, corrective measures early on.
Yeah. And one of the things I personally love about Alumier MD products is that they last forever. I mean, my gel cleanser literally has been, and I mean, I use them twice a day, every day, but because they're so like concentrated, just a little tiny amount like cleans my face so thoroughly that the product lasts forever. I mean,
Yep.
I've had mine for months. And so that's one of the key
Yeah.
points that we always drive home to our
It
clients
is.
here at
Yeah.
Fancy Face.
When you look at
Sorry, I didn't mean to
the
cut you off.
ticket
Go ahead.
price,
Yeah.
oh no, it's okay. When you look at the ticket price, you may be like, oh, I'm not used to investing in something of that. But like you said, think about how long it lasts you. On average, things last about 2 to 3 months, depending on usage. So break it down to what is it costing you per month, and the fact that it's actually checking off the list on your goals or your concerns, right?
Yeah.
Versus investing that
Yeah.
money on a product that doesn't work and it ends up in your drawer of lost hopes and dreams. And I saw one of our viewers said, yes, like the most expensive product is the one that doesn't work. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
investing because you want to do better and you sounds good, but it doesn't do anything. And now you've got this product that you used for a week and it's in the drawer. So you end up wasting money in that way. So it's yeah.
Yeah. And like Ariel said, hi, Ariel, by the way, thanks for tuning in. She said, preventative versus corrective is the way to go. And I could not agree with her
Mm-hmm.
anymore. Okay. So tell me a little bit. Are Alumier products suitable for all skin types? Because, here in the islands, it's a lot of mixed skin types. And we've got such a plethora of different people from all over the world. So we've got a huge number of skin tones. Like we've got every hue of the rainbow here. So we want
Okay.
to make sure that the products we carry cater to their needs. So is
Absolutely.
Alumier, yep,
Yes. Yep, it is. It is for everybody that walks through that door, from the whitest whites to the darkest skin tone you can imagine, and everyone in between. It is for every single person. It's for men, it's for women. I like to say skincare has no idea what your gender is. So it's for everybody, every skin tone, every age.
amazing, amazing. So as you know, we are on the islands, and I think I know the answer to this question, but just for those people who don't, what are some products that everyone should have in their skincare routine?
Yeah, and it's hard to narrow it down sometimes, but if I
Yeah,
had to pick like the bare bones, bare minimum, you gotta have a cleanser, guys. You have to have a cleanser to remove makeup, dirt, oil, debris, impurities, things like that. I'm really going to encourage an exfoliator in there, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. Now, the sunscreen's only used in the morning, right? You only exfoliate once a day. So that's really only 3 steps in the morning, 3 steps at night. And it's not the end of
yeah.
the world, but it is going to achieve so much for you. So I would say that those are the bare minimums.
Good advice, and definitely sunscreen is a necessity here, um, all year
Mm-hmm.
round. Given that we're so close to the sun and the intensity of the sun is so harsh, I really love that Alumier's sunscreen actually contains zinc in it, and that adds that little added protective layer that a lot of sunscreens do not offer. So I love that, and I think that that's such a great element, especially here in this region. So that we can keep everybody's skin protected and looking youthful and young. um, so
I agree. And zinc really is that all-star protector, as you mentioned.
it is. So let's segue just a bit because one of the key areas that I find, at least our clients, one of the key trends is that a lot of people suffer from discoloration. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about how Alumier could help treat discoloration. So let's just start off by what actually causes discoloration in the skin to happen.
Okay, good. So there's a lot of triggers. There's a lot of triggers that can cause discoloration. And what I mean by trigger is what is making it occur. It could be hormones. If you've ever had pregnancy mask, the hormones triggered that inflammation to occur, which then triggered the discoloration. It's kind of a domino effect. Sebum can do it. Sebum is you see sometimes in the T-zone. It can lead to acne. That is also a highly inflammatory substance. So that inflammation then leads to the discoloration occurring. After an injury to the skin, that injury caused inflammation, which led to discoloration. The sun causes inflammation, which leads to discoloration. So if you're seeing something in common here, it all comes down to inflammation. And there's a lot of different things that can cause inflammation, which then leads to discoloration. So there's a lot of different triggers. And to be really effective in treating it, you got to hit it from every angle. There are a lot of different triggers that will cause it.
Okay, so then what options does Alumier offer to treat discoloration?
We have a few great options, actually. Even tone is a nice one if you want to be minimal in how many steps you're doing, because even tone is great for anti-aging and it will prevent future discoloration. And it gives you a little bit of superficial brightening, okay? Where IntelliBright will suppress future discoloration, kind of prevent it from happening like the even tone does, but it will correct existing discoloration as well. So if it's already a problem, then that would be a great one. And you can use both. You can rotate, you could use one or the other, kind of just depends on what are the primary concerns, what are their goals. And both are great in targeting discoloration at all the different stages that it's made. So it's multimodal, which means it's going to be very effective. It's going to help prevent the incoming inflammatory signals that trigger that discoloration to be made. And then as it goes through these series of conversions of amino acids and enzymes, it's going to roadblock the whole process and then limit how much is transferred into the surrounding cells. So it's genius. It's extremely effective. And both, whether it's even tone or IntelliBright, they don't cause irritation on the skin. So even in the islands, when you're exposed to sun, you don't have to worry about that occurring. It's not going to cause what we call anticipated reactions, where you get red and stingy. It's not going to do that. So you can use it year round with no complications.
Amazing. So we have a question. What products would you recommend for hyperpigmentation and hypopigmentation, since the causes are different?
Both items I just discussed. Now, hypopigmentation means there's a lack. So we're not going to stimulate the production there. It's more needing the melanin to be evenly distributed. That's the problem. So when you prevent future overproduction of discoloration and you encourage the even distribution of discoloration into the surrounding cells that are lacking, i.e. hypo, then you become more even in color. So I would still recommend the same products. And when you say hyperpigmentation, that's discolor, general term for that.
Yeah. So those were at-home treatments you just mentioned, the Eventone and the IntelliBright. But what about in-clinic treatments to treat hyperpigmentation? What would,
I love our Radiant 30. Yes, I love our Radiant 30 peel, which I know you have there. It is. It's a chemical peel. It's a 30% lactic acid. And the nice thing, and the why I recommend it, is because based on your environment and the high amount of sun exposure you have there's no downtime here. While you still want to be cautious being out in the sun and make sure you have your sunscreen on, there's no downtime. Anyone can walk in that's any skin tone, any skin type, and can have that chemical peel done. You don't have to prepare the skin first. You don't even get flaky afterwards. You look like a porcelain doll afterwards and go right to dinner. So it's a very nice, predictable peel. And it's ideal if you're really wanting to target some discoloration concerns, is do it in a series of 6. depending
Mm-hmm.
on skin type, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks in between each session. So that would be the one I would recommend professionally for your clients.
Yeah. So for somebody, say for the first time, they've never had a chemical peel and they're a little concerned, would you say that the Radiant 30 is a good fit for the first timer?
Yeah, it's a have no fear kind of chemical peel where you don't actually physically peel. You will thoroughly enjoy it. That is a great entry level treatment. And there's always ways that they could hyper customize that for you in the treatment room, but that would be a great entry level peel for you.
Yeah. And the thing is, what we do here at Fancy Face in particular is before we allow anyone to book a treatment, we always have consults with you to really assess your skin, find out what your concerns are, so that we can then make recommendations for you, whether this peel is going to work for you or not. It's never just to be like, oh, get you in, do a treatment. It's really about figuring out what's best for you. And I know some people have some concerns about getting chemical peels because they've never had one, and so that's why we love that we brought in the Radiant 30 because it was mild, but it could still give you results in treating hyperpigmentation and get you a little bit more comfortable with that whole process, and help you achieve your goals of getting rid of your hyperpigmentation. So absolutely love the Radiant 30 product, and we've seen great results from the clients who we've given chemical peels to. So it's been great. We love everything that we carry that's Alumier because it really does deliver results, which is what we wanted for our clients here on the island, because we wanted a brand that was really solid, and that could give results to our patients and clients. So love everything about the Alumier line. My last, like, Jessica, because I'm not sure what
Sorry,
just
Samantha.
happened.
Oh,
Hi,
there you
you're
are.
back. You're back. Okay, yes.
I took over the reins. I was telling them about the giveaway and
Oh, did you? Because it just paused on my end. So I'm sitting here like, okay, can everyone still see me? What's happening?
yeah, you were the circle was going. I was like, yeah, we might get kicked off soon.
Well, the funny thing, the circle was going on my end over you. And so I could still see comments on my end. So I have no idea. Okay, we lost train of thought. But
so let's do the giveaway.
Yeah. So
do that?
yeah, we can do the giveaway. So for everyone who joined in after I made the announcement, we are giving away an Alumier Rejuvenating Skin Kit, which contains 6 essential Alumier products. And this kit is valued at about $350 worth of medical grade skincare that you can use at home, get familiar with the product line, and then report back to us on what your thoughts are. But we are giving this away to one of the viewers who is here on the island. So all you guys literally have to do right now is just confirm that you're still with us, because I want to make sure that everyone's still here. If you can just throw some hearts or waves or comments.
I think we lost a few during the freeze, but we still have about 5 viewers on, it looks like.
Yeah, I can see the 5 viewers that are still on. I just want to make sure that they can still see us. So,
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
There we go. We
Well,
got a heart. We're getting
hi,
some
Sierra.
responses.
Yay. And Sierra was one of the first people actually on the live, which I truly appreciate. So for that reason, Sierra, and the fact that you're still being engaged and you've been on for this while, please, I will DM you because I think you personally would absolutely love this Alumier kit. So congratulations, Sierra, for that and staying with us for this long.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. You had some amazing questions. Guys, feel free to send us more questions. You can direct message us. Samantha, you want to tell them how they go about ordering product with you, coming in and seeing you?
Yeah. So you can basically, we carry a full suite of AlumierMD products here in Cayman. What we have available is you can actually go on our website, fancyfaceskinclinics.com, and look at the products we carry. We do carry the purifying gel cleanser that Jessica mentioned at the start. We carry the Even Tone that she also mentioned, but we carry a few other products, and we have them in stock here on the island. We also have the capabilities of bringing in more Alumier products. So keep an eye out on our website and on our social media pages for updates on new products that we bring in. But in the interim, if you would like to purchase any of the products that we mentioned today and or that we even carry, log on to fancyfaceskinclinics.com, hit the shop tab, and there you can actually request to purchase these products. You will have to come into the clinic to make the physical purchase, because we do not sell these products online, because again, we want to make sure that you are getting the right product for you, and so we want to maintain the integrity of the brand and ensure it's a good fit for you. So we do request that you come in to make the purchase. However, you can reserve the product online, and you can also view what we carry online. So again, it's fancyfaceskinclinics.com, and you just hit the shop tab, and that's where you can find everything that we carry here in Cayman that is for AlumierMD.
All right. Thank you so much, Samantha. It's been a pleasure doing this with you.
No, and thank you so much for taking your time out and educating everyone on AlumierMD, and helping to answer questions and shed more light. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.